Hey folks, Rich here. Welcome back to the RC Informer YouTube channel. On the desk today, I have for everybody this GT Power charger. This is a 4X AC/DC multi-chemistry balance charger, and it is a 4-channel charger, baby. 100 watts per channel, and it's a nice tower type design, which is good for me when I'm at events. Sometimes table space is kind of limited, and it's nice to have this thing vertical instead of having a big flat charger that takes up a bunch of space. And this one does 100 watts per channel, so it should charge at a decent rate. Features include, again, 100 watt quad charging, sleek space-saving design, lithium cell voltage monitoring, multi-chemistry charging, and in the back it even has dual USB at 2.3 amps. There's the remainder of the specs. I'm not going to go too much into all of that, but one of the nice things is this includes a lot of cables: JST, alligators, XT60s, receivers, Tamiya, Dean's plugs, and it comes with all the balance wires and long wires, balance tabs, or balance boards, I should say. So we'll go ahead and get it out of the box. I brought power here, so you can do this AC/DC. I also have some batteries to charge. Of course, you can use your own cables as well, so I brought some of these, and we'll throw a couple batteries on the charger and see how this thing does. The charger just comes kind of out of here like this, in a bag. Pretty simple how that is. And then lots of cables. There's instructions down here that you could thumb through, although this is a pretty simple, charger to operate. It operates like all the other chargers pretty much out there, and it comes with a ton of cables, which is nice. So it comes with a lot of stuff, so you don't really have to buy too much. And again, it uses your existing cables that you have, your charging adapters and everything. Real nice designs, mostly a plastic case, but you got your 4 balance ports right here, your 4 cable female banana adapters there, your display up front, which is pretty straightforward. You can select your channels with these 4 lights, and the side is pretty nice. You can see it says 4X charger there. Lots of cooling ports in the back, 2 fans. There's the specs on this thing for anybody that wants to see that. And then here's your AC power, your DC power. So your DC power you can plug in with, there's actually an adapter down here. Cord's a little short, but you can do that. And then there's 2 USB ports for charging phones and whatever other accessories you have. Real nice rubber pads on the bottom of this. They look like they'll secure this thing in place. And like I said, folks, when I'm at air shows, having a vertical design like this is just nice to have, because it just uses up a lot less real estate, on your tables and stuff. So I'll go ahead and plug this thing in. I get all these adapters undone, and just to show you, this is intended to be a DC port, I think, but it's, or a DC cord for hooking this up to a lead acid battery, or when you're at the flying field, sometimes there's solar setups. This is a little bit of a short cord, but you might want to use something longer. But essentially, this is what you do. This is what you hook up if you're going to use some DC power for this thing. So, but aside from that, we're going to plug in the AC power and just kind of go with this thing. Let's plug this on in here, and we'll get this in. Let it power up, and you can see your typical standard kind of display comes in there. There is a little screen protector here that you can pull away, and I'll kind of reach for that because it makes it a little harder to see with that on there. But once you pull that away, the screen is a little bit nicer, a little bit easier to see. Sometimes I'll leave those on to protect the screen, because sometimes I'll scratch it up, and if you have that on there, it kind of does work as a screen protector. So I already kind of went in the box and put these together, but you can see it comes with all of the balance boards already kind of ready to go. I did connect these because I just wanted to save a little bit of time, but you can see how nice these are. They're nice and long. Nice thing is that they are already included, so you don't have to buy a bunch of extra stuff. Sometimes these chargers do not come with balance boards and wires and stuff, and it's just more accessories kind of to buy. So it's nice that they included them, and they're long, so if you need to, you can kind of you can spread these out, but if you don't have your limit on table space, just plug everything straight into there, so that way you're using just a little bit of space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in one of my adapters here. I'm going to plug that into number 4, and then into number 1 I'm going to use one of their adapters, and you can see it comes with a whole ton of different adapters. So let me see, they have a if I'm not mistaken, yeah, here we go. I'm going to plug in this XT60. I'm going to use this into number 1. So let's get that in there, because we'll do a 3-cell and a 6-cell battery to charge, you know, just to kind of mess with. So, and the way you go about doing this pretty simply is, you know, you just go to the menu here and you select this back button first, I believe. They all start off in program, so as you press this channel select, it scrolls and it shows your second port, third port, fourth port. So I'm going to go back to the first one and use this decrease button, because there's all these selections: load data, save data, that was what was it, lead acid, NiCad, nickel metal hydride, and so on. So, and we're going to go to LIPO, but just to scroll through, internal resistance, battery meter. So there's some stuff, you know, you can go to, but you basically just back this up, and I'm just going to go right to LIPO battery, and then let's see what we got. Let me enter and see if that gets us where we want to be. There's charge, and there's your cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to balance, and I'm going to hit, I think it's enter. Let's see if that does it. Yep. So I'm going to go to 2200 because I have a 2200 pack to charge. And I'm going to go to 3 cells. So let me hit the enter again. That should go to the cell count. So we're just going to decrease. As you can see, this works like any other charger. So I'm going to do a 3-cell 2200. And then we're going to go to the 4th one. I'm going to back up again. I'm going to select lithium polymer battery. There we go. I'll hit enter. And now I'm going to go to, let's go to balance. Let's press enter there. And I think I have a 3300 pack, so let's go to 3300. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to up this and see how high it'll actually go. Let's see. So 7 amps seems to be the limit, but let's see what it'll charge 100 watts on 6S, because that's usually the kind of information that you want to know. So what we'll do is I'll go back to number 1, and we'll put this down here. And what we'll do is we'll take the first battery, which I'm going to use a Roaring Top 2200. I'm going to plug this baby in, and we'll get this going. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do in the meantime, actually before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and take a charging cable here, because I have one of these. I'm going to plug this into the USB in the back, and I'm going to get my phone charging just for the heck of it, because it needs a little bit of charge and power. And we'll let that thing go and see if that charges. It looks like it's beeping. It just let me know that it's charging up, and it's actually telling me 26 minutes to fully charge. So that's on its way. But let's get this connected. It's kind of nice having long wires here, because it lets you really do this correctly. So you can use XT60s to EC3s, and that works out just fine. So let's get this one connected right in here. And that's on there. And let's see if we can get this going. We'll start this going, press and hold, just like any other charger that you might have. And it says confirm, and we'll let it go. So you can see here our voltage, our amps and everything. So it looks like it's charging nice. I'll take the 6S, and the reason I want to do this is because I want to see at 100 watts what's the maximum it'll charge. It's probably going to be around 3 or something. That's usually typically what these are. So let's see how this goes. So we'll stick this on here. Again, I put this all the way up to 7 amps, so let's just see. I'm going to go ahead to the last channel, because we're using this port right here. I'm going to press and hold at 7 amps, and let's see what it'll do. It'll ask me to confirm. I'm going to let that go, and let's see what happens. I'm going to zoom in on the display here just a little bit so everybody can see that, and let's see what we get. It looks like, even though I have a 3300 pack, okay, it looks like it maxes out 6-cell at 4.2 amps. So that's not bad. You can charge, I guess, 4.2 amps. You know, so if you have 4,000 6-cells, 4200s, you'll be able to charge at 1C. So not too bad, okay, for a 100 watt charger. That sounds about right. And then you just let everything go, and you know, that's pretty much it for this thing. Now there are some other features here. For example, just like any other charger, like let's go to port 2 here, for example. I'll back up. Again, you can load and save data for specific batteries, but you can charge again, nickel metal, or what was it, lead acid, nickel metal, lithium polymer. And again, there's a test internal resistance that you can do, and all these other, I don't really mess with too much of that stuff, but that's really about it, guys. Really simple charger, but fairly powerful, and also being a 4-port charger, it will do quite a bit. So what I'll do, folks, is I'm going to be testing this out in the field more, and I'll report back to you guys more as I use it, and let you know how it's going as I use it as I'm out flying, more and more. So, but it looks like a super nice charger. Again, vertical design, has the USB feature, and it's 4 ports in one. So I think mostly if you're using 2, 3, 4 cell batteries, that's probably the sweet spot for this. If you're using 6S, 4,000, 4,200 is about where you're going to be at, be able to charge it at a 1C rate. But overall, nice charger, folks. I'm going to put links in the description below where you guys can get this. But again, this is the GT Power 4X charger. Super nice charger. I'm liking it. And like I said, I'll report more when I get it back in the field, when I get it flying, or when I get out to the field and use it a little more. And I'll tell you how it goes, and how it's holding up over time. So anyway, folks, I appreciate you watching RC Informer. Please like and subscribe, share the videos, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned because more videos are coming. As always, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. As always, folks, we'll see you next time.